Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Tennessee versus Illinois college basketball matchup on Saturday, December 9th, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks every day, and when you give out that many free picks, you're going to like some more than others. Those are the ones we put under the Premium Picks tab at Pick Dawgz. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, just text the number you see on the screen. Not available on the website. You got to text. But let's get to this one. Tennessee taking on Illinois. Of course, Tennessee ranked 17th in the nation at 5-3, so that just tells you the type of schedule that they've played. Illinois ranked about 20th, 7-1 on the season. So we got two heavy hitters here, two teams, of course, big conferences, SEC versus the Big Ten. Illinois, not as highly regarded this season, but I'm not so sure that that's a fair assessment. And Tennessee, well, they've certainly been in it against some good teams. They've had some success in spots and none in some, not so much in others. When we look at Illinois, they're coming off of that big win against FAU, 2.5-point home dogs in that thing, and ended up beating the Owls 98-89. So put up almost 100 points in that game against an FAU team that we know can score, we know they can play, and then come into that game absolutely red hot. Of course, they happened to go to the Final Four last year as well. Illinois, they had a couple bumps in the road. The game against Southern, who gives a lot of teams a lot of problems. They've played against most of the big boys this season and have covered getting gigantic numbers. No different against Illinois. They were getting 24.5 and lost by 8 in that one. Southern did. But Illinois, the win over Rutgers in kind of that, Big Ten preview game, crushed them 76-58. They were 1.5-point dogs in that game in Piscataway as well. So Illinois not getting a lot of credit from the odds makers, not getting a lot of love. Meanwhile, Tennessee has played the big schedule. Syracuse, Purdue, Kansas, North Carolina. I mean, these guys have been in it and in it to win it. And of course, haven't gotten that many wins in the process. And I think part of the problem is, scheduling that big, it wears you down. We saw Tennessee in that game against Wisconsin, and they looked pretty impressive. They're winning by 10 at the Kohl Center, and, showed to me that they were a little bit more than a defensive team. But as we've seen lately against some of these big boys, 67 points, 60 points, 67 against Purdue, 60 against Kansas. They did have the 92 against Carolina, who I don't think are as good as those other two teams. But when we look at Tennessee, and we look at the offense, I think that is going to be the problem once again this season. Shooting just 43.9% from the floor, shooting just 33.8% from beyond the arc, while Illinois defensively is strong. We saw it against FAU. They are considered the fourth best if you go by rankings, and they've been in it against decent teams too, so it's not like they've been playing doormats. I think when it comes to the other side, Illinois' offense also better here, shooting 48.4% from the floor. We know Tennessee can D it up. I just think they're in trouble here. I think that I'm going to take Illinois in the points, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll tell you how often historically all the bets on the board today have actually hit. Pair them with today's odds, putting you on the most favorable bets on the board today.